Okay, I'm so frickin' over it. I just saw the Antifa was like demonstrating in Seattle. So fucking big deal. You're doing nothing but wearing black and doing what? Just playing your drums like, oh, I'm so powerful. Fuck you, Antifa. Do something worthwhile, like have a mask burning. Why don't you do that like they're doing in Rothen, whatever that is, over in Europe? Oh my God, I am so over it. So over it. People, they don't even realize why my video was taken down on YouTube. Oh, let's see, she must have posted somebody else's. No, I didn't post anybody else's crap. I posted my crap. I posted my stuff. Yeah, I talked about, oh my God, I talked about the virus. I talked about Gates and his fucking eugenicist. Oh my God, today has just been, I've just been, you know what I realized today? Usually I thought, oh, I'm angry, and then I start crying, and then it's really my sadness is what's really behind everything. No, you know what's behind everything? My anger and my helplessness around what the fuck is going on and what can we do? Yesterday I said prayer. No, I'm like ready to do some major demonstration like they're doing in Europe. No, we just watch Antifa burn things down because of some like Black Lives Matter, which is all paid for by Soros, etc. Soros and Gates and Rockefellers and Rothschilds and who else? I can't say Carnegie. We haven't heard that name in forever. But you know what? I'm just so over it with us just la-di-da. People not even realizing that I want to talk about censorship. There is so much censorship going on when the President of the United States, I don't care who the frick he is, or she, you don't censor them in a free country. Hello? That is like a big red flag towards fascism, which we are in right now, completely medical fascism. They're using the medical part to bring in the fascism. And I just want us to step up, people. We're just sitting on our butts, just reading poetry. I don't know what. I told you yesterday my crone group wanted to talk about poetry. We the people have to do something. We have to do something. Like I said on my last video, we have to push back however you can. However you can. I don't care if you're a housewife in Detroit, Michigan, or, a waitress in San Francisco. Push back. Go to the healthyamerican.org. She will tell you how to push back. She has all the legal stuff. When my friends who are liberals don't even know that there is censorship going on YouTube. Maybe they know it about Facebook. I doubt it. I really doubt it. And that's why I say, you're asleep. My friends are frickin' asleep. You don't know why my YouTube video got pulled yesterday. Immediately got pulled. I don't know. I'm getting speechless. I doubt that's going to happen, but I just can't. I don't know. I just have so much pushback from my friends and family. I feel like I am really the true crone. Crones go out with the lit lamp into the dark places. We go into the dark places and we are like the foremothers searching out what's really going on, and then we shine light on it and bring it back to the group. But the group's not paying any attention. They're not paying any attention to me or the crones that I know who are telling the truth about what's really going on. Where's your freedom? Do you have freedom? I can barely go to town. I can barely go to my own frickin' farmer's market and have to wear a mask. Why? Because OSHA, which is Oregon Science, Safety and Health Administration, I don't know, something like that. It's safety and health. They're busting everybody from the state level, coming in and scaring the people who own the shops. I guess we have to push back on the state level. We have to push back on the state level. And there's some representatives in Oregon doing that. The school superintendent, and I'll see. There's a woman commissioner in Yamhill County who's working at the state level. I just hope that more people step out and step up and take out those freaking masks. You know, how many times do you need it? 1,000 times to hear it that the masks don't work. So many doctors have said the masks don't work. And if the doctors are saying they do work, then they're being paid. Those frickin' masks don't work. Yeah, we need to have a big frickin' mask burning. Like supposedly the feminists had the bra burning. I doubt that. A couple. It's insane. I'm speechless. It's a beautiful day, but I sure don't feel beautiful inside, because when I go to town, which is 14 miles away, everybody is frickin' complying. So we're free as long as we're wearing masks, except for that we have to stay 6 feet apart, and we're supposed to be in this something lockdown. The hell with lockdowns. They do not work. They are creating so much youth suicide, for one thing. Yeah, teenagers are stuck in their houses with their parents. Oh my God, that would have been the worst thing for me. Push back, people. I can't say it more clearly. Push back. You have to push back, and you have to do it now. Because once you get that vaccine, my God, you're going to be in dumb, numb, frickin' diddly-do land. Look at that. That movie La La Land, the one best movie. Are you shitting frickin' kidding me? God, how ridiculous. So get out there, push back, stop complying, at least speak out. Speak out. And people who are afraid, like I said, I don't know what to do. You have to deal with your fears. You know, I've been scared a couple times, really bad. And it took me a while to get through it. But I worked on it every day. When there was a cougar spotted on the land here, I was terrified to go for a walk anymore. And really, you know, people ought to be afraid of wild animals and not be in their terrain. But we are. I live right on the edge of the wilderness. I dreamed about cougars. I dreamed about panthers. I dreamed about jaguars. I dreamed about kitty cats. And then read up on them. Nobody had been attacked by a cougar in Oregon since 1850. I think that's changed because now we're invading on their actual living space. But if you are afraid, please educate yourself about this total fucking scamdemic. It's a big scam. It's the biggest scam. You know, America's not that old. And they gave us our freedom under the guise of a revolution, which we never won. No, we didn't win. And actually, the Brits are still in control. London is still in control of us. They say that London's in control of the money. The Vatican is in control of the spiritual crap. And the United States is the big guns, the military. And actually, the military has been used to go into all kinds of countries to support our corporations like United Fruit in the early 1900s, like to support the sugarcane industry. Oh, I have this friend who's a linguist. She used to teach at the U of O. Shirley, I can't imagine she's still alive. She changed her name to Lunacy. Luna and then SEA. She used to call it the 3 M's. Merchants, military, and missionaries. But guess what order it was in? It was the missionaries would go in to these indigenous countries. Then the military would come in. And then the merchants. And of course, they always brought in the white flour and the white sugar, and the alcohol. I said in my last video, my heart just goes out to the Native Americans because we have just been one big rape off to them. And that's how we did it. It was the missionaries. In California, it was all those frickin' monks or priests or whatever the heck you call them. Saints, Santa Monica, Santa Rosa. Oh my God. San Francisco. All the Catholics. And now the Catholics own all the health institutions. Industry, basically. It's a health industry. Catholic Health Initiatives. We actually sued them when we had our women's health clinic here because they didn't want us. We had a women's health clinic, a birthing center. We sued them for not paying us, and we won, but then they went back to not paying us. So anyway, they were all hand in glove with the pediatricians and the gynecologists and the Oregon Health Plan to keep us out. So it's really the same war that we had back in the early days when the witches were burned, the women healers. Witches is now a bad word, so can't use it because it's like scares everybody. We're like out there brewing up lizards and cockroaches and crap and frog legs. No, the women healers, they delivered the babies. They were the doulas that helped the women, helped the midwives, and they knew how to heal everything. They knew how to heal everything, just like the shamans, just like the healers in Central and South America. But oh no, they couldn't have that. The priests and the physicians came in and burned us at the stake, made us tell on each other. They hated the earth. They're actually afraid of the earth. They really are afraid of the earth. That's why one of my channels is called We Are the Earth. We literally are the earth. We come out of the earth. Our bodies are made out of the earth. You know, we just don't vibrate like we used to. That's why we all got into drugs in the 70s and 60s, because it really helped us reunite with our origins, which is the earth. And yes, it's cold without the sun, so the sun, we praise the sun as well, the S-U-N. It's all been so turned around. You know, the Christ is actually the crystal that's in the pineal gland right here. That's the Christ. And if you don't connect with your pineal gland right here, it's hard to evolve. It is hard to ascend. So people who say the Christ, they're right, but I don't know who Jesus is. I really don't know where that word came from. It must mean something ancient that has to do with aspiration to be enlightened, is what I'm thinking. So this all leads back to spirituality because we really are at war with the Satanists. I can't say that, you know, we hate this duality of good and evil, but here on this planet, sometimes it feels just like hell when you find out the things that the people are doing here. They're trying to bring us down. They're clogging up our pineal gland through fluoride. Make sure you don't have any fluoride in your water system in your city, and if you do, buy your water, get it delivered, spring water, because fluoride is horrible for the pineal gland, and we really need our glands, especially our glands that are in our brains. Super important, this ascension that's coming up. Oh, the rapture. We were just all the word. The rapture's just gotten bad rap now. But they really know that right now is the time. You know, the Hopi prophecy, the 2012, but it was a little bit later, 2012, leading into 2015. It takes a while for these huge things to happen. And we are in the fucking dregs of the patriarchy right now. So bad, so bad, so bad. It's so ugly. They are so awful, and they're huge last attempts for eugenicists and to mind control us. And they're wrapping the planet in electromagnetic radiation and frequencies to do this lockdown. Read Elena Freeland's books. I think I have her listed in the description. If not, I'll make sure she's in there. Read her books. They're about this huge lockdown through chemtrails and electromagnetic frequencies and all that crap that they have come up with to entrap humanity, enslave us. That's what they want. It's all about enslavement. And Catherine Austin Fitts talks about that. It's about enslaving us. That's what it's about. You know, these the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter. Of course, Black Lives Matter. We all matter. Black Lives Matter, yes, indeed they do. However, Black Lives Matter movement is run by Marxists, and Antifa is run by communists and socialists. And that's not what we want. We want something different than that. We don't want to go back to some old corporate government rule of us. That's not what we want. We want to evolve as human beings that are free, with free use of energy. Everybody deserves to have the same. And you know, this expanse between the working class and the middle class and the homeless and the people who have money is huge now. It's absolutely huge. The graph is like off the charts, and I mean literally off the paper. And they want to keep it that way. This is a good time now for us to face up to the suffering that's happened. A friend of mine says, the suffering's been happening for thousands of years. Yeah, that doesn't mean we can't come to a close to it. But first, we have to wake up to it. You know, once you're red-pilled, you really cannot go back. And if you haven't red-pilled, I don't want to live around you. If you have not taken the red pill, go watch The Matrix. Go watch it. It's super, super important right now. And I know we say this in every generation, but it just is so important right now with these lockdowns, masks, and social distancing, which is wrong because our social distancing of my heart to your heart, the resonance starts to weaken at 6 feet. We need to be closer today. Today, a woman was walking into the farmer's market as I was leaving it, and she didn't have a mask on, and I take mine off immediately to get out of, as soon as I get out of the farmer's market. And she smiled and said hi, and I smiled and said hi. It was like, so, oh my God, this is so natural. Like old times, which was just a year ago. But you realize we've been doing this for a year now? Oh, it's just going to be for a couple of months. No. Some of us knew that wasn't true at all. It was going to be happening for a long time. So get out there and push against everything that's happening. There's so much crap. I mean, you would not believe the crap that's happening below the surface of the make-believe that we're in right here. Push back, people.